Hi everyone, I'm doing a video today to actually go and dive a little bit deeper into the issue with Twilio and failed SMS messages to help everybody understand what's happening, and let's just get right into it. So the actual problem, let's discuss the problem. I will be referring to this document a couple times. The link to this document will be in the post where we actually send this information, so it'll most likely be Facebook in our Agent Locator clients group, and we may be emailing some of our clients with this video as well to help you guys understand the problems that are happening. So first and foremost, what is the actual problem? So as of November 12th, 2020, carriers across the United States and Canada started enforcing the policy that they've had the entire time, which was using the 5-digit phone numbers for automated SMS communication. You can learn more about the policies here if you go to this link. And again, it'll be in that document. So I don't want to go detail into the policy. I want to go into the actual solution and what we're doing to help this. And why actually the solution we've come up with after testing it for some time now. We truly appreciate your patience with all of it. Why it's actually worked out interestingly a little bit better. So first and foremost, let's actually just mention the solution. So the solution in this case, the best solution, which the policy requires, the double opt-in policy requires that we send a message to the leads that would contain yes and stop inside of the message. So that is the primary requirement. And what we've done in this case is say your registration has been received for whatever website.com. To continue viewing listings, reply yes. If you receive this message in error, please respond with stop and subscribe. So after sending a few thousand of these messages to try to figure out exactly which one works best, we've tried different variations as well. Here is the stats that we've come up with. And what I'm doing here is I'm comparing this message, this new message, to the original old message, which is actually described in this document as well. The old message being the regular one where we say good morning, afternoon, evening, thanks for logging on the website. That is the original message. And the new message is this new message that we sent out. So first, looking at the original message response rate, meaning that out of all the messages we send out from the first message, 17.33% of those leads respond to that first SMS message. And out of those 17.33%, 1.44 responded saying wrong number, or just indicating that we have a wrong number. So the workable ratio there is about 15.89%. On to this message on the side now. This message has received a 25.03% response to the first SMS message. 7.71% of them actually responded saying stop, which means we're left with 17.32 workable ratio, which is actually a little bit higher than the original message. So this is the message that we find is working well. What we're also now determining is the follow-up conversation, how many messages we're capable of actually continuing the conversation with in comparison to the original message. And for that, we need a little bit more time because as the leads get older, they're more communicative. So that's the main reason why we need a little bit more time to fully understand how well this really new message is going to work. But so far, it is showing that it's actually working quite well. The other thing that I want to kind of mention is there is another solution to this. So there's another solution, and I do describe that solution inside of my options here. So in the document, if you look, option 1 is the one that I'm actually describing here. And then option 2 is essentially leaving the message pretty much as it is and just changing the text of the message a little bit. So what's happening here is the carriers are actually finding that when a larger number of messages go out with the same text, they are starting to ban those messages and actually send back failed requests. So essentially, if you change this message and tweak the wording a little bit, as I've done an example here, you can actually get these messages to still go out. Now, the problem that we have is we can't simply change this message for all of you because it's going to get caught pretty quick because of the sheer number of messages. But if you change it on your own, you can tweak to find out what's working and what's not working. So the original message currently works about 50% of the time. So it is a good idea to change it in those accounts where it has had issues. So going back to this document one more time, I do want to mention that this issue is actually with all providers, not just Twilio. So this is any other provider that we would get, the same exact problems would reappear. The primary reason has nothing to do with Twilio as a provider. It has everything to do with the actual carriers like Rogers, Bell, in Canada, and Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T in the States. So that is kind of an understanding. We are looking at other providers to see what's out there, so we're not stuck with only one, but it is the same problem is going to happen with others as well. On top of that, I've actually been looking at and communicating with some other larger CRM systems out there that are having the same exact problems as we are. So again, this is not a problem with one provider, it is a problem with every single one of them. As I mentioned just a little bit earlier, I am going to link to this document so you guys can get it inside of the Facebook post. Also, for all of our existing clients, if you guys wish to have us immediately change your message to this new message, you can email support and just basically tell them in the support email that you'd like to change your original message to the new welcome message. And for those of you that wish to wait, you could also wait a little bit. As we get more information, we are going to create a process so we can actually start changing all of you by ourselves and actually through a process that we put together after we validated the message a little bit more. All the new clients that are onboarding now are going to be starting with this new message as well, so we can gather more and more data as fast as possible. So that is the solution. If any of you have any questions, please respond back in the Facebook post that I'm going to post, and we'll go from there. Thank you all so much.